So here it is, the end of 2019, like that.
Certainly we covered the breaking news of the day, all the big news stories, but the things we got to do outside of the building.
We held a bear, essentially.
You did. I didn't get that close. 50 Cent's house, Vineyard Vines, Travelers Championships.
Skating, ballet. We touched on a little bit of everything.
Everything.
Here's to 2019.
Cheers.
Cheers. I love coming out here, dancing
Canadian
to the music.
co-anchor show off. They know how to skate. Some of us don't.
Yep, from hitting the ice at Winterfest.
Yeah! Oh! Hitting the ice, Kev. How about breaking the ice with the founders of Vineyard Vines?
I don't know. I think we just had this dream to have this everyday should feel this good lifestyle.
We took you to every corner of Connecticut this year.
And we mean every corner, from where bears live. Hello.
To where Mike Tyson and rapper 50 Cent once called home.
Imagine the parties at that place.
This is the Gucci room. Custom felt with the signature 50. You're wearing world-class colored pants here, Kev.
Who am I, KL?
We also went behind the scenes at the Travelers Championship.
Look at this space.
Yes, they actually let us in.
And if you're battling it out on the golf course all day, they can come up here for a little ping pong.
We covered the big dance in Hartford.
I'm loving the band. This is electric.
6, 7, and perfect.
And watch Kevin try to dance.
Unsee that. We'll look back at so many of the things in our own backyard.
That had us talking in 2019.
3, 2, 1.
Last year on the ice, not so much. This year, Kev, a little bit better.
Look, one piece, ladies and gentlemen, ready to do whatever I have to do. Well, my blade didn't break. I was upright.
You know, taking it off the ice and going into the woods. Do you remember that the idea to go see real black bears happened right here?
Jason Hawley, DEP, talking to us about bears. And then, well,
it's a serious public safety issue, and it needs to be taken seriously.
To understand the potential threat bears may pose, DEP wildlife biologist Jason Hawley has studied them for years.
We're going to one particular den of one of our collared females.
Hawley takes us to a bear den in Burlington, only a football field away from a busy road.
Hikers could walk within 10 feet of this den and the bear would probably just stay here and the hikers would never even know the bear was here.
Hawley says for every one bear we see, they spot us 10 times.
He says bears will call dens like this one home from mid-November until April. They like their privacy with thick brush and a nearby tree if they need to escape.
There's actually some bear fur right on there. People would be pretty surprised to see how closely these animals are living with them.
Hawley recognizes that bears are a natural part of our ecosystem, but with the population growing, they want to teach people how to coexist with bears.
It's a constant struggle for us. We deal with a lot of conflicts between humans and bears, so that's where the education comes in.
To learn more about bears' behavior, the DEP traps bears like this one.
Hawley showed us how they sedate the animal.
Probably feels like a bee sting.
He says it takes between 3 to 15 minutes for a bear to fall asleep.
And now we're just going to kind of give them a general health checkup.
Each bear gets 2 tags with their own number. This helps keep track of the bears that are showing aggression.
We kind of keep a rap sheet on bears. It kind of helps us monitor.
Hawley says his DEP office fields roughly 8,000 to 10,000 calls a year for bear sightings.
Bears will become so habituated and food conditioned where they're breaking into people's houses, becoming bold and aggressive towards people, which is obviously a public safety issue. It's a situation that's becoming worse, so it's becoming more of a possibility that something happens where a bear severely injures or kills a human.
Annie Hornish does not view bears as such a threat. She is the Connecticut State Director for the Humane Society of the United States.
That is an exceedingly rare event that people are attacked by black bears.
Still, an incident last month in Southbury involving a hiker and a bear prompted 2 Connecticut senators to push for the passing of a bear hunting bill, something the DEP has supported for years.
Studies that have shown that hunting removes some of the problem bears from the population first.
Holly says even with a harvest, the bear population would still grow in Connecticut, as it is in nearby states that have a harvest, like Maine and Massachusetts.
But Hornish says Connecticut voters overwhelmingly support humane, proactive solutions to these problems. She says the DEP has other motives.
Build a fear of bears in the general public in order to promote a trophy hunt.
Trophy hunting is pretty rare, especially when you're talking about bears, and it's a renewable natural resource.
Where Hornish and Holly generally agree is that educating the public is key, and aversive training can teach bears to stay away.
They use modified paintball guns and release the bear we met.
It looks cruel, it sounds cruel, but it's not. We don't injure the bears. If we can teach that bear that humans equal pain or a negative experience, that might end up saving that bear's life or stop it from becoming a problem bear.
But should we be concerned over protecting people from bears?
That is my fear, that someone could be severely injured or killed by a bear, and I think we need to act appropriately and manage the population through a harvest before something like that happens.
Hunting is only going to create a cycle of killing, because once they start, it's going to be a cycle of constant killing that doesn't keep the people safer.
Here's the deal. KL, so comfortable around animals, got like this close to the bear.
I loved it.
I was staying away.
Patting it like a
keeping my
teddy bear.
distance. But I'm more into, 50 Cent's crib than a bear's den, if you know what I'm saying. We're in the den?
No, we're not in the den, Kev.
Wait a minute.
I thought you were going to do from the bear's den
Oh,
to...
right. To 50 Cent's pad, a house that had a bear of a time for the sellers getting rid of it.
And then we were in it, and we were in like Mike Tyson's gym.
Well, KL has friends, and I just went along for the ride. Well, we got there.
Hello. Hi, you're all here. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Ask Our Family home in Farmington. This 50,000 square foot mansion sports 21 bedrooms, 39 bathrooms, and 7 kitchens.
And how about this, KL? It's situated on a stunning 17-plus acre property that includes a pond, a basketball court, a pool, a grotto, and a waterfall.
When this home came up on my radar, it was the perfect fit.
The Askars plan to use their estate mainly as a family retreat, a place to escape their winter home in Florida and spend summers with their 6 kids.
Favorite part of the house?
The recording studio.
The basketball and tennis court. The steam room. The casino for sure.
You're standing in at the library.
It might be a little distracting cracking a book in this former home of rapper 50 Cent and boxing legend Mike Tyson. We toured the lower level.
I want to check out this nightclub.
Everybody talks about it. Here it is.
Wow.
Kind of famous. A lot of parties have happened here. A lot of famous people have been in here.
Speaking of Mike Tyson and 50 Cent, this is their workout room.
This is pretty incredible. And clearly they were getting results. You've seen their physique.
After you take a few swings at one of Mike Tyson's old punching bags, you can play some racquetball, take a dip in the indoor pool, watch a movie in your own private theater,
even record a song in the recording studio. Are you bored yet? The fun and entertainment doesn't end there.
This is the Gucci room. Custom felt with the signature fitty. On the pool table top, you can see the Gucci fabric is on the walls, it's on the couches. And here's a billiard room. Let's go see what Kevin found.
Kale, we're in the casino room. What you really need to know about this property from Casey Askar's perspective, he's betting on Connecticut.
I know the challenges that the state's been experiencing, and there's been a lot of exiting the state, so I believe that there's opportunity. I'm hopeful that people and entrepreneurs will start catching on to that, to see the value in that.
Kev, we saw everything at Fiddy's house, but I never saw a fire pit like this one in the Barnyard Outdoor Studio.
Something tells me a fire pit like this exists. They probably have 6 of them, KL. They wanted us out of there.
In the West Wing. Well, they wanted us out of there, but you guys ended up staying and locking the place up.
We did. Everyone left. It was Dave Minkowitz, our photographer, and I. I'm looking at Dave going, we're the only people in here right now. Party!
No, there was no party. They diligently locked the door.
We got our shots and we left.
We're like, what?
Boring.
But the year wasn't boring. There were so many highlights to the year. I can't remember them all.
Let's check them out.
We interrupt your regular programming to bring you live coverage of the inauguration of Ned Lamont.
2019 was filled with big news stories and breaking news that we covered for you.
But we also spent much of our time connecting you to all that happens in your backyards.
Well, imagine having your office here.
We sure did, KL, from where bears roam.
We kind of keep a rap sheet on bears.
Hello.
To 50 Cent's former Farmington mansion that finally sold.
Speaking of Mike Tyson and 50 Cent, this was their workout room.
I mean, this is pretty incredible, and clearly they were getting results. I mean, you've seen their physique.
We covered the big dance in Hartford.
I'm loving the band. This is electric.
And watched Kevin try to dance.
6, 7, and perfect. That's it.
Try is the operative word.
Now you know why I dressed up.
We also went behind the scenes at the Travelers Championship.
This is beautifully done. Oh my goodness, there's so much to see and look at.
And we gave you an exclusive behind-the-scenes tour of Vineyard Vines' Connecticut-based headquarters.
When you're at the Vineyard Vine headquarters in Stamford, 90,000 square feet, you take your bicycle in, KL.
Drive to work, right?
When we weren't going out to your neighborhoods,
You came to us.
Kate Snow, thanks so much. We really appreciate your insight into that.
Back live with UConn men's basketball coach Dan Hurley.
A couton de Tulier. Couton de Tulier. Look at that.
but nothing connects us more to you than our community events.
Just a moment ago, the phones were ringing.
From miles to smiles.
You're going to Ghana, and here's some things you can take with you. I know you're speechless. You're going. You're going to go see your family. I don't want to cry.
To supporting our schools.
Kev and I are getting a little help collecting all the goodies that kids will take back to school this year.
Kev and I were touched by your generosity and kindness.
We co-emceed the Leah's Foundation fundraiser.
We met you at the Yard Goats games and showed up at your school with Snow Monster.
There was the Make-A-Wish Gala and our meet and greet at West Farms.
Good morning, KL. We are getting ready to connect you to a great afternoon here in NBC Connecticut. 3, 2.
And nothing lit up our faces quite like our annual New Haven tree lighting special.
We capped our Connecting You to Joy campaign by reporting on skates at Winterfest in Hartford.
People love Winterfest!
And with our Whalers jerseys on, I coached Kevin into scoring a goal.
He's gone! I'm done.
Watching you strap up your ballet slippers was the highlight. That was the breakout moment of 2019 for
I
me.
couldn't even do that with coordination. I needed help. I couldn't even put on the slippers.
But you could go down to Stamford for the coolest tour of the most amazing headquarters ever, Vineyard Vines.
Every day should feel this good.
When you're sitting at a desk job in the city, did you imagine this?
I don't know. I think we just had this dream to have this every day should feel this good lifestyle. Walt Disney said if you could dream it, you could do it.
And have they ever? 21 years after they left their jobs in New York City, Ian and Shep Murray have a billion-dollar company headquartered in Stamford.
The idea was to bring the good life to work with you and, you know, be able to sit at a desk and think about all the things you like was the premise.
The good life, you're wearing Crocs. I think that's a pretty good life.
Every day.
And the Murray brothers saw that good life as kids. Their dad was a world travel editor, and they spent their summers on Martha's Vineyard.
And that upbringing helped inspire this whale of an idea, including that logo.
Our dad, you know, used to carve whales and put them above our door.
Because we wanted to sell kind of the lifestyle of our summers on Martha's Vineyard.
You almost feel like you're on the vineyard at their headquarters. You're greeted at the front desk by a ship.
And how about this, Kale? There are surfboards, a tiki bar, bikes, even a golf cart.
It has been called the preppiest office in America.
When you walk through these doors, it reeks our brand.
Do you guys ever wear anything but Vineyard Vines? Are you ever tempted to put on polo or or would that be sort of like no?
You were in between. Right?
Yeah, we wear our stuff mostly.
Part of clothing is making sure that you feel comfortable and good in what you're wearing, and that you also look good at the same time.
Could I ever get in this Vineyard Vine spirit? I'm feeling a little overdressed today.
I kept telling him, Kev, you don't have to do the full suit.
All right, now I know, but don't let that casual attire fool you.
No. These guys are savvy businessmen and still own 100% of the company.
It looks like we don't do anything, like we're just on the boat fishing all day.
Yeah, we always say we work hard to make it look easy, and we surround ourselves with amazing people.
Is it sometimes tough being brothers in business, or?
It can get complicated. Like anything else.
We've been doing it. We've seen everything before.
Why do you guys still share an office?
Because what would happen is, someone come and ask me something, him something, get two different answers. So it's just better to do it that way.
And they love being headquartered in Connecticut.
We grew up in Connecticut, so Connecticut has always been home, and we went to school here, and our kids go to school. So for us, it's a great place where we can have proximity to New York City, but also here, our office, we're on the water. It's an easy commute, and it's a nice quality of life.
And when they're not afloat on one of their boats, Ian and Shep say their families keep them grounded.
We drive our kids to school every day.
Cool.
We like to have dinner with our families first.
All right, so what's next on the Vineyard Vines menu?
Are there things that you're like, eventually we want to get into boats? Are we going to have a wine line or something?
That would be fun.
Where does this stop? Where does it go?
I think it stops when we stop having fun.
Wait, Kev, don't you have a pair of Vineyard Vine pants?
I didn't realize they were Vineyard Vine pants. These light blue pants, I broke them out at Rio at an Olympics.
And everyone made fun of you, right?
Well, I'm an easy target. But I thought, hey, if we're going to go cover the Travelers Championship, I got to get in the vibe.
And those baby blues didn't disappoint. Check it out.
So KL, Andy Bissett from Travelers said, hey, we've got a world-class course, a world-class range, and the clubhouse, that's the third leg of the stool.
It is. We're so excited to be here. And by the way, you're wearing world-class colored pants here, Kev.
Who am I, KL?
Did we take it a little too far?
But this is golf, and we want to check out the new clubhouse here
Dying
at the
to see
TPC.
it. Let's go.
See how fancy this place is? Now you know why I dressed up.
Oh, you're dressed perfectly. This is phenomenal. Look at this space.
It's pretty cool.
Coffered ceilings. You got the fireplace over here. Great leather club chairs. This is beautifully done. Oh my goodness, there's so much to see and look at.
Yeah, you're distracted by decor, and I'm going right for this. Jim Furyk, 2016 TPC River Highlands final round of the Travelers, a record 58. I shoot 58 too, KL.
On the back nine or the front nine.
Exactly.
Speaking of scores, Kev, look at this cool interactive hole-in-one board. I'm going through all the people that have gotten a hole-in-one on the 11th hole.
And there's my friend Carrie Hanley. See, the members here, these are some of the perks.
Yeah.
But maybe the biggest perk, the locker room. Let's go check it out.
Let's go see.
Forgot one thing, got a little problem outside the locker room.
All right, this is the ladies' locker room. I'll go check that out. You go ahead and show them the men's locker room.
I will,
see after.
because this is where all the great players are going to be. You know, we're talking an incredible field. And ping pong, and if you're battling it out on the golf course all day, they can come up here for a little ping pong. That's not enough? How about this locker room? It is over the top. And if you're the past champion, you get your name on locker number 1. Sorry to Andy Bissett from Travelers. That'll be Bubba Watson this week.
Kev, how was the locker room?
Awesome. I'm a ping pong champ now, KL.
I mean, congrats, but we're talking about real champs.
Yes, we are.
In fact, let's talk to David Corrado. He's the GM here at TPC River Highlands.
Yeah, so this place isn't just about Travelers Week. It's 52 weeks out of the year. You're busy in this clubhouse now.
Absolutely. It's we're a private club. Our members are getting a benefit from a brand new, beautiful building here.
I can smell the paint.
It's gorgeous.
We've only been open a couple weeks, and they're taking full advantage of it.
Well, it is amazing. We've seen a lot of it, but what are we missing?
Food.
Food. Oh, we've got plenty of that. Our executive chef, Mike Plotkin, unbelievable. Have you been up to Grill 58?
No, let's
do
go.
it. Okay, great. You're going to love it.
Hey, Kev, I got you a drink.
19th hole, Grill 58, named in honor of Jim Furyk's 58 here in 2016.
I love it. It's so nice. You can get the bogey dog here, the New England seafood roll.
And the views, they're not bad, because this restaurant basically is next to the 18th hole.
The course is looking so good.
All right, do you want me to recreate that shot?
Sure. No, we survived it once. In honor of the end of the year, this is what we do at the end of the newscast when the camera's off.
And you always say good job.
Oh, do I?
You always say good job.
Do I? I didn't even know that. I should raise a glass.
Raise your glass.
Or a mug. Cheers.
Cheers to 2020.
It's a great year. Canadian co-anchors show off. They know how to skate. Some of us don't.
Well, let's see what you're made of, Kev.
Oh, no.
With that, former Hartford Whaler Bob Crawford gets us geared up with his old jerseys.
Whalers, baby.
Not many people have had the right to wear that jersey, but I think with the right coaching.
Coaching? As I put on my helmet, Bob tells me that KL, who grew up in Canada on skates, will be my coach.
You got the best coach in hockey. Ready to go.
You ready, Cal?
Oh, no.
Coach Kale and Bob put me through drills.
He scores! All right, so this is teamwork, Kev.
Then we see if Kev can handle one of my passes.
We're working as a team, all right? Ready?
I'm already out of breath, too. KL.
Yeah! Ready, Kev?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Oh, Bob was kind on the cones this time. Perfect pass! He's gone! I'm done.
Catch your breath, Kev. It's time for a bigger challenge.
Final test.
Is this an endurance test? Because
Yes,
I'm out
it
of
is.
breath.
The final test is you have to score a goal on a former Whaler.
Okay.
D, come out. When he goes this way, you go that way. Confidence, okay? You got this, Kev. Okay, we're ready.
Coach Kale makes it sound so easy as I miss on a wide open net.
What in the world?
Bob gives Kev one more shot.
Yes!
You got great coaching.